My ride to the bee yard is not a smooth one. It's out in the country. Thought to myself, how do I make this relatively spill-proof? So I'll show you how I did it. When I originally started with this, I thought of a peg system where the pegs would go inside of the holes and close it off. Even though these seem to be mass manufactured, there are a lot of imperfections. So for example, with this one here, you can see that it's missing a hole. This one's from Fox and Hound Bee Company and must have tried to punch this out, but it didn't punch out all the way. And I can't really build a peg system where it sometimes hits the hole and sometimes doesn't. So I ended up creating the system where I use a magnet and I put the magnet over top. It goes inside of this cavity here and closes off all of the holes pretty nicely. It doesn't need to go into the holes, it can just cover them. It's important to make sure that you don't make it too big as well, because if you put it on this area here, instead of putting it inside of the cavity, it'll adhere to the outside of the rim rather than the surface that you want to make sure that you're closing up here. And then you'll get a lot of spillage because it's just going over top of it. I'm going to be using this leather punch to make the holes. I find it to be much more convenient. So here's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a mallet. I'm going to be using lamination and then my QR codes. And then I'm going to be also using magnetic adhesive sheet. So all I do is take this off, laminate this, and once I have it laminated, I can put this onto this sheet like so. Line this up, use my mallet. I like to put a piece of wood on over top. And there you got it. So now I just take the two cutouts, take the laminate off of the magnet, put it down, and voila. Now I can just put it on there. I could just cut these out with scissors, but I think that that comes off a little bit less precise and also makes it more leaky on the sides. I tried things like Mr. Pen to cut around. You use this like a compass, but the blade didn't really cut the magnet very well. It ended up making it look very jagged. So the original one that I cut out was a 20 mil magnet, and this one is a 30 mil magnet. And you can see that the 20 mil magnet goes on there pretty easy, comes off pretty easy, but also doesn't stick on there very well. 30 mil is much stronger to really stay on there. I'll link it below as far as being able to use it if you want to use it. A little harder to get through with a punch, but if you're just using scissors, it's pretty easy. If you just want to use a fridge magnet and cut that out, you can do this the same way. Just cut through it with a punch or cut through it with scissors, go through and cut it out. Super simple to do. Also saves you a lot of drips on the way to the bee yard. I'm going to make some of these up just to send out to you guys. Just sign up for my VIB list below and I'll send out some until supplies last. I can't make a million of them, so first people that sign up, I'll send it out to you guys. Again, I just want you guys to be able to experience it. I think it's a pretty cool thing.